Unfortunately, we are all a little bit guilty of them. What are they? Bad habits. On today's episode, we're going to walk you through a process on how to shake a bad habit off. I hope we leave you better than we found you. Next to me, as always, Anna-Marie Meyer and Eddie Magane.
Sure. Thank
you.
Let's shake some bad habits off. To even start the process of shaking a bad habit off, you need to first identify your trigger. So what triggers a bad habit?
This is a bit of a laugh when I saw it the first time, but true. I've got this bad habit. When I go to bed at night, I grab a spoonful of peanut butter, and I just couldn't let go of it. And that was immediately, that's my trigger. For me, bedtime, peanut butter. And I had to walk around the kitchen, but now I know. So I had to go to the fridge, get a glass of water, forget about it. So you need to understand what is the thing that you're not allowed to do anymore. And to break it is not easy, because then you need to go and replot basically to see and monitor. Why do I do it? What do I do? And is there a reason? Or is it just a bad habit? And that's exactly what it is. It's just a habit I got into, having a teaspoonful of peanut butter every night before bedtime. Now I've got to stop it. So once you start tracking back, you realize, okay, it was just something stupid that you started, and it's not that difficult. So now I go and switch off the kitchen lights, then go back to the living room.
You can't find the peanut butter.
Yeah. No, go back to the... Whereas that was my last stop, normally before bedtime. It was switching off all the lights, going back to the kitchen, switch off, make sure everything is ready, and then go up. Now I don't do that. I make sure, long before the time, switch off all the lights, go back to the living room, do whatever I need to do, go and say goodnight to my son, and pass by. And you can actually break it within a day. They say 7 days, 7 weeks. I just had to break it within a day. So know your triggers.
The trigger is when it's bedtime, spoonful of peanut butter. But then it goes deeper. I just want to touch on it a little bit. You have to have a logical and an emotional case as to why you should stop doing that. So if you have a goal of whether it be weight loss or calorie deficit, the logical and the emotional side drives you to go and get rid of that.
Calorie deficit. Do you realize the amount of calories in a spoonful of peanut butter? And
Probably
it was
about
just
400 calories.
And it was just something I used to do every night of my life.
Yeah.
Then I would moan with someone else having a glass of milk or a slice of bread before bedtime. Of course, I never thought that much could be that bad. And that was it. So I had my reason why I had. So you need to understand the reason why you need to break that specific habit.
And that goes straight into focus on why you want to change. What is the reason?
So as soon as you have a reason for any commitment, the reason should drive you.
Yes.
You can't want to break a habit if you don't even know why you're breaking the habit. So, for an example, it happens with, in most cases, that you'd want to quit smoking. It's
Beautiful example.
Yeah, it's for health reasons. If you want to live longer, you want to enjoy your life, live healthy, that will be valid reasons to quit smoking. You want to write that reason down. You want to be able to see this every day so that you can be fully committed. So you need to give it weight. You need to give reasons why. Why do you want to
Oh man, I resonate so much with your point. Our reason for all, let me dive into my reason why I quit smoking. I was a heavy smoker, 2 packs a day. You've never seen me smoke.
No, never.
10 years ago. You know, my wife's in studio for the first time. She's off camera, and then she's going to smile when I tell the story. I see a person that we've done many times business with. Looks like the gentleman's carrying a laptop. He unfortunately passed away. He's carrying a laptop and there's 2 pipes in his nose. I said, what's going on? What's wrong? Because he looks different. I hadn't seen him for a couple of weeks. He says, now I've got emphysema. I said, what the heck is emphysema? I'm uneducated in the subject. So he says to me, that thing that you're going to get unless you stop smoking. I said, okay, interesting. And then I light a cigarette because now I'm stressed. I don't want to get emphysema. I light a cigarette. Then that same day I go and do research what it actually means. That night we go to a fundraising event. I recall it like it was yesterday. And I understand exactly what it is. You literally can't walk 20 meters without feeling so tired that you want to go to bed. I don't want to feel like that.
No.
That reason helps me break the bad habit, because I'm not even married yet at the time. I want to have children one day. I want to have a family. I want to have energy.
And you've put it down
Same
and
time.
never touched
it again.
ever again.
Yeah.
Because the reason was compelling enough to drive me to
For sure.
cut the habit.
For sure.
I loved your example. Thank you.
Sure.
It really resonated with me. Enlist a friend support. So when searching for a partner to help you break that bad habit, make sure that you've got a person that has moral authority in the subject that you are trying to improve in. So, for example, if you want to stop drinking, don't ask your friend that goes doping every night with the other mates.
Yeah.
If you want to stop drinking, ask somebody that has gone through the process to assist. If you want to stop smoking, ask somebody. If you want to get healthy, we always say, seek help, but also seek help from someone that's knowledgeable. I see personal trainers in the gym. Some of them look pregnant, and they're men, and they're personal trainers. They can't help me with my goal because they don't have moral authority.
There,
Just because someone's got a job, it doesn't mean they're good at their job. Remember that.
Yeah.
So seek a friend's help that has got moral authority in the subject. Practice mindfulness.
It's basically being aware of it. So
Being present.
Yes, you've got to be in that moment. My simple thing about the peanut butter, and we had the discussion about a week ago, was I just couldn't stop it. And it's really a simple little thing. The smoking is much more advanced, and I think it's more difficult to break that.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they're the same.
I guess so, but it was easy for me to put it on. And maybe because you're aware, I need to stop this. I can't do it. I had to remove the packet away from the peanut butter bottle. I removed it eventually because I managed to get it right for the first 2 or 3 nights, not grabbing a teaspoonful of peanut butter. But eventually I had to remove it. So you need to be present. You need to be in the act. You can't, otherwise you're not going to shake a bad habit.
Let me challenge you, please.
Do?
So why I think it's the same, with the same opportunity to win and fail, it's because you haven't made a logical and an emotional case as to why you shouldn't be doing the thing that you want to shake off. Whether it's smoking, whether it's drinking, whether it's peanut butter, whether it's drugs, whatever it is. If you're logical, 100%, you can shake it off.
Easy.
But you have to be mindful of why do I want to stop smoking? No, because it's not good for me. I ask people, why do you want to stop smoking? Want it's not good for me. I'm like, okay, carry on smoking.
Yeah, of course.
Lucky enough, we can set triggers in our minds.
Yes.
We can set that alarm, the same alarm that wakes you up in the morning. You can set triggers in your mind, whereas you can reject anything that's not good for you. So, for an example, I recently learned, I think a year or two years ago, that listening or watching the news about negative content actually doesn't serve me. Or if it does, it serves me to my downfall. So I've set a trigger now. Even if I'm sitting with someone and they're starting a topic that's negative, that trigger kicks in. I'm able to say, listen, this is a conversation, a very good conversation to have, maybe by yourself, or I can help you find someone else that
And
would
I
be
know
very
you
interested.
like that. Yeah.
Beautiful
That's
advice.
true. No,
Because
and
you're
that's how I
mindful.
know him.
You're mindful. You're present.
Look, if this building is going to burn down 5 minutes later and I don't see the possibility, you need to share that with someone else, because I don't see how that will serve me.
Yes.
So the
And
trigger.
I do the same. If
Yeah.
it's a bad, unfortunately, we're in management position. So sometimes you need to listen to someone complaining.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about complaining. But I can't get it right. You can get it right. Again, it's a bad habit because you keep on telling yourself you can't get it. You can get it right. But I had to get to a point where I need to accept that people are going to complain. So I let them just flow down and then said, good, thank you so much. I'm not going to have this conversation with you now. I'll give you a call in the morning. Then we'll discuss it.
Absolutely.
So I've realized then I give them time to think about it. And even before I need to make that phone call, I get a call back to say, you know what, I actually overreacted. I don't need to tell people anymore they overreact.
Yeah.
And it's bad habits.
100%.
And eventually I realized they stop complaining and moaning that they can't get things right. So yes, I agree with you. You're quite right. Any habit can be stopped,
Absolutely.
be broken.
Mr. Magane, prepare for slip-ups.
Yeah. So the word prepare tells you one thing.
Get ready. It's coming. It's
Yeah.
definitely coming.
So if you want to change habits and you think it's going to be easy, the failure starts right there.
Yeah.
You need to expect that there will be challenges. Now, if that is the approach, it tells me you're ready. You're ready for any challenge that's thrown your way. So you need to know that this is not going to be easy. You've had the habits for almost your entire existence, and just to change them in a month or two, it's going to be difficult, and you have to be prepared for it.
You need to be mindful of it.
Yeah, now I'm already laughing about it.
I'm serious.
So if you're going to stop smoking, don't then put a little trophy there to say, if I stop, I can have that smoke in a week.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's
When I stopped smoking, I stopped hanging out with people that smoke
Yeah.
for a longest
That's
time.
exactly what you need to do.
And I still used to enjoy a glass of alcohol beverage after I stopped smoking. I just, as much as possible, I didn't hang out with people that smoke.
It's the trigger.
Yeah.
Definitely. If we are leaving you better than we found you, the way that you pay us back is by simply leaving us a comment as well as a like, and
subscribing to our channel.
Yeah, for sure. Your next best habit is to ring that bell.
thank you very much. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.